All right, you know what I'm saying? So, boom. I don't know if anyone's heard the news, but apparently this dumb fucking guy, Matt Riddle, he goes and no shows this recent outlaw little charity mud show wrestling event somewhere. Who cares, right? Who cares? Who cares where it is? Not the charity. It doesn't matter. Matt Riddle. So this dude. Let's talk some about Matt Riddle. This fucking guy cannot stop stepping on his own feet, stepping on his own nutsack for the life of him, right? Apparently he's fucking drug addicted or whatever. He goes and in the past talks all this shit about people like Goldberg, people like Brock Lesnar, people who are at the top drawing the big money that he should want to work with, but he thinks that the way to get there is to shit talk these people in real life and say that he can beat up people like Roman Reigns in real life, which he can. But you don't go out there and say that, dude, when you're in NXT wrestling Adam Cole. That's where you want to be. And quite frankly, now you're never even going to be working for the company again, most likely. I don't even see why they will want your ass back after all the baggage that you've accumulated behind yourself that now comes with your name. This dude, Matt Riddle, he gets fired, right? He goes and gets fired, 2-3 years ago, whatever it is. I think about a couple years ago, after this whole airport incident where he was just being, I guess, loud and, causing a scene. He made an accusation about some, airport, attendant or whatever, somebody he says had touched him inappropriately or some shit like that. Okay, look. So now that was the WWE's cue to go, dude, you've constantly been an issue for us, right? Going back to the Me Too thing, causing friction with higher guys on the card than yourself, who we would much rather keep around than you. He ruined a golden opportunity he had when he was paired up with Randy Orton. I personally never really liked RK Bro. I thought it was lame. I thought it sucked. That was Randy Orton basically right after his 2020 run, or 2021 run, where Orton was doing some of the best stuff of his career, and he was feuding with Drew McIntyre and he was feuding with Edge and shit like that. And he basically goes from that to teaming with Matt Riddle. And it's like, why? This is holding Randy Orton back. Matt Riddle has no hope of really getting over on his own because he's simply too much of a fucking goofball for anyone to seriously want to get behind him. I see people online acting as if this guy could have been the next Jeff Hardy or something. Like he could have legitimately been a world champion. Matt Riddle was maybe a mid-carder or an upper mid-carder, potentially at best. This guy was never really going to be a world title level guy. He doesn't even have the look or, the physique or, a lot of things. He's in good shape. He's got a character. He does have a look, but not the look of a world champion, not the look of someone who you could really put at the top of your company. And I see people now acting as if this dude was going to be the next big thing in wrestling, bro. I mean, he probably could have continued to make, some pretty good money for a long time, had a very successful career. I mean, he honestly really could have had a very long and successful career, the way that WWE keeps people around for these extended periods of time nowadays. But he goes and shoots himself in the foot one too many times. He says that he wants to retire Brock Lesnar. Bro, you're saying this while you're, again, in NXT, wrestling Roderick Strong for the North American title. You're talking about wanting to retire Brock Lesnar, who's just way beyond you, man, way fucking beyond you. And he goes and talks some shit about Goldberg, about how he doesn't understand the business, or maybe Goldberg's whatever. He basically craps on Goldberg, says he doesn't know how to wrestle. I think we all know Goldberg. I think Goldberg knows he doesn't know how to wrestle. But quite frankly, I don't think Goldberg also, gives a fuck, because whether he has become a polished wrestler or not is irrelevant to the fact that this dude has made millions of dollars from this business. He's made more money from this business without ever learning a rest hold, as opposed to goddamn, Super Crazy or Juventud Guerrera, or these guys who are very good work rate guys, but nobody gives a shit, right? Who cares if Goldberg is supposedly a good wrestler or not? Why does Matt Riddle, why does he even feel the need to comment on these things, bro? Just shut your fucking mouth. As one man once said, know your role and shut your mouth. There's no need for you to be saying any of this. Say it to whoever you want to in private, but why are you going in interviews, shitting on these guys, talking, saying I would beat up Roman Reigns in a real fight? Like, bro, that's, that's not what we're talking about here, right? That's not what we're talking about here. Nobody cares who you can beat up in a real fight. We know you're a real, legitimate, mixed martial artist, but that's not the business that you're in any longer, bro. It's not the business that you're in anymore. So you going out there saying this and that, it's not exactly doing anything to raise your stock or your profile. Just go out there, do your job, shut your fucking mouth, and be happy to get the paycheck that you've gotten. He couldn't cut it in the UFC. Dana White basically says this stupid fucking guy, he has 3 fights a year, can't stay clean for at least those 3 fights, right? I mean, come on. A lot of jobs in the real world, you will get drug tested. So, I mean, you can't at least have the, you're this very, well-trained fighter, but you still like the discipline to be able to quit smoking some weed, man, for at least a few weeks to pass the test or something, right? And then he goes to the WWE where he gets suspended twice. He gets suspended twice within 2-3 years on the main roster, whatever. He gets a lot of success pretty early on, all things considered. Like I said, he gets the team with Randy Orton, which was a huge thing for him. He gets to ride the coattails of a legend. He was like a U.S. champion. Nobody remembers that he was U.S. champion, but yeah, I didn't really like Matt Riddle. Once he started painting his nails and just, does he not just seem like a weird fucking guy to a lot of people? And like I said, the whole speaking out thing or the Me Too movement thing, does he not just seem like a weird fucking guy? I see now recently he just like dyed his hair like red or velvet, or does he not just seem like a weird dude? And like I said previously, he gets popped, for a couple of drug tests when he's in the WWE. WWE doesn't even test for weed anymore. So what the hell are you shooting up into your veins? You just dumb fuck that, and he has a mushroom tattoo, on his side or on his rib cage or whatever. This guy is a liability. He no-shows this indie wrestling event, says it's their fault. They booked him a bad plane ticket or whatever. This dude's unprofessional. He has no idea the opportunities he's been given. You ruin things for yourself in the UFC. He was actually a pretty decent fighter from what I understand. You go on to the WWE where you kind of get like a second chance at this whole entertainment thing, so to speak, athletic thing, so to speak. You're making, again, some pretty good money there. You could have continued to make good money for a long time with this company, but I guess he values opening his fucking mouth to say some dumb shit more than he does, making sure his kids have the best life possible. And now he winds up in a position where he's probably not really going to get booked anywhere, I don't think, anytime soon, because he's just, again, shot himself in the foot, tripped over his own feet, done this or that, just one too many times. Nobody should really have any sympathy for this guy, Matt Riddle. This story I seem has just come across here recently. And again, the guy I never thought was going to be this huge star anyway, but he could have still had a pretty good run, all things considered. And now he is going to be probably changing your fucking tire at your local, fucking mechanic shop or whatever, because what wrestling promotion with any sense is going to want to hire this guy to do anything, even set up the ring at this point. So, Matt Riddle's a fucking moron. He's a fucking loser. And now he just has to deal with the fact that he's basically, fuck things for himself, and he has no one to blame but himself. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and peace the fuck up out of here and catch you in the next one.